The worst feeling as a business owner is realizing you don't have the funds and don't know when you'll receive the funds to pay your vendors or employees. That feeling of letting people you care about down. You're supposed to be the leader, but circumstances just got the best of you, and now you're looking for a way to deliver for your team. Even the most successful subcontractors run into cash flow crunches. These situations can and will happen to everyone. One of my civil construction clients has been doing industrial site prep for years, living project to project. Not sure where the next one will even come from. When we started working together, they wanted to expand to other verticals to become more recession proof, but didn't have the financial capability to win or bond government projects. We've been working together for around 2 years now, and within the last 6 months, they've landed a few substantial government contracts at a local airport and military base to support those down years from the private sector. Since I've worked with too many subcontractor owners that have that exact problem, today I'm going to give you 3 pieces of advice that will help you never feel this way again. If you don't know who I am, I'm Josh Luebker, and I work as a construction fractional CFO and COO, so owners like you can win the projects you want. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. If you're looking for content on subcontracting finance and or operations, please like the video and hit the subscribe button below. And with that, let's get into it. Number 1. You need to have a variety of working capital options ready and available for when your ideal project opportunities come up. Without the right working capital options, you may never be able to take on those opportunities, and it may take you years to realize that was the reason that kept you from winning those projects. It's bigger than just working capital options. It's a mindset you want to adopt, beginning with the end in mind. The stress of meeting payment deadlines down to the wire comes from being reactive. Sometimes that's going to happen and it's normal. But don't accept it more than 2 to 4 weeks out of a year. Knowing your stress comes from cash flow gives you the power to fix it. You can start now to secure a variety of working capital options like 6 months of emergency cash, multiple lines of credit, credit cards, RPOs on vehicles or equipment, private loans, vendor terms, and construction-specific financing like supplier terms or partnering with a company like Build that offers financial solutions built for subcontractors. You've heard the phrase, cash is king. What that means is regardless of how much profit you estimate on a project, you can only stay in business with the right cash flow or working capital options to always pay bills within their deadlines. As soon as you can, you have a very limited amount of time before it becomes a massive problem that happens to put people out of business every single year. So plan now and have resources in place before you need them to pre-qualify for those larger projects. Number 2, don't be afraid of credit. Actively apply for new credit and higher limits 6 months before you need it. Every so often, you should be gaining more credit. The reason your limits start low is there's more risk to lenders. Most companies can't tangibly prove they can manage projects or large amounts of money through their WIP report early on. But by demonstrating a positive repayment history through reporting, lenders are willing to increase your credit limit. You'd be surprised how even 6 months of reporting you can make timely payments will improve your business credit score and help open doors for you to more funds and better rates. It may take a while to build up the funds you need, but starting today means in 6 months or a year from now, you could completely shift your company's finances so you can choose projects you want your business to do instead of taking what's left over and only competing for low bids with tough clients. Number 3, document everything to avoid catastrophic loss. When you create processes to use on every project, you position yourself to protect your company's cash flow. This one can get owners over and over because it comes down to employees communicating an issue. Here's the scenario we've all seen. Your superintendent runs into an unexpected situation that needs immediate changes to the drawings. The general contractor says there isn't time to price it, so proceed time and material, and we'll take care of you. The work gets done, time and material tickets are signed and tracked. Then you wait months for an approved change order to actually bill against. Once you start pressing the issue, the general contractor usually starts to say, I don't have it approved with the client. The client is pushing back on how much it's going to cost. Or I have these back charges against you, so we're not going to process the full change order. Although that's a bad way to do business on their part, you can't control it. You can anticipate that will happen, so you use airtight documentation processes to get paid the full amount every time. You document material with pictures, you document damages you cause, you document damages others cause, you attach receipts, you make sure the right people that have the authority through the contract sign the time and material tickets, and you get everything in writing in an email at minimum from that authorized person, then save it in the job file so you can find it every time. I've seen a $375,000 time and material change order get pushed out for 6 months for a $5 million company that averaged 5% profit. That company paid all of its annual profit and 2.5% more money for half a year before they got a check for that time and material. But that check wasn't even the full amount. It was only a fraction because they didn't document well enough. They ended up making $0 profit for 12 months of work during an economy boom. Had they used the documentation and follow-up processes we've put in place since, they would have escalated the problem much sooner and had it resolved within 2 months or less. When I say it out loud, it feels like bad business to anticipate the worst in clients, but like they say, plan for the worst and hope for the best. I want to know what you think, though. Leave a comment of times you did or almost got burned. Remember, you started a business to have financial freedom and less stress working for someone else. So stop the cycle and go thrive.